It is a glorious day. Seniors, please rise. Please, and at this time, join me in applauding Music Director Mr. Anthony DiBartolomeo and the Timberlane Graduation Ensemble for their performance of Pomp and Circumstance. It is my privilege to be joined on the stage this evening by the Timberlane School Board members, Chairman Mr. William Baldwin, Assistant Chairman Stephen Brown, Arlene Champy, Lisa Withy, Liz Costa, Lori Aubrey, Jack Paoni, and Mike Mascola. The Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Richard LaSalle, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Winfried Finneberg, Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Charles Coker, and Associate Principal, Mr. John Leary. We will begin the 2008 Timberlane Regional High School commencement ceremony by calling to the microphone Brianna Bickford, the Treasurer of the Executive Committee, to read the invocation. Brianna?
Father, these 12 years have gone by so fast, and now we just want these memories to last. Today we must leave and go our separate ways, so please let us always remember these valued days. A new adventure has just begun, and may the bonds we made never come undone. For these bonds are what made us who we are. The friends you gave us helped us come this far. And the family we each possess, Lord, we could not be any more blessed. Our teachers' faith in us has given us our ambition, so please grant us faith to make this big transition. This diploma is our first big step, for it is our key to getting somewhere in this world and becoming who we want to be. Help us always remember that we can achieve the things we really want if we just believe. Our lives will now become our education, so bless us, Lord, today on our graduation.
Please remain standing. Thank you, Brianna. Leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance is the Executive Committee member, Mr. Joshua Briggs.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now please remain standing as the senior members of the Select Ensemble sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Harrington, and thank you, Ensemble. Please be seated. Presenting the welcoming address this evening is the President of the Student Council, Brianne Tamura.
It is my honor and privilege to welcome the 2008 graduates, family, friends, community members, and the Timberlane faculty and staff to this commencement ceremony. Tonight is a night of celebration that some have been counting down for since their freshman year, while others only started a week ago. I am proud to say that we have finally made it. The diploma that each graduating student will receive not only symbolizes the estimated 720 days we have spent in this building, but the hard work, determination, and effort that was put forth over the past 4 years. Mr. Kiley once said that you can be shown the path to wisdom, but only you can make the first step. Timberlane Regional High School's teachers and staff have given us the opportunity to create a strong foundation and have shown us that path to wisdom. Not only have we been taught in academic subjects, we have learned to challenge ourselves, even if it means risking failure. In addition to taking quizzes and exams testing our knowledge on history, English, math, and science, we have been tested daily on our understanding of commitment, respect, courage, and spirit. From the beginning of our first day in the Timberlane District, we have been taught to excel academically and socially. As students, we have taken both the successes and failures with stride, learning from them and then continuing on in the next challenge. We have prevailed in this 4-year journey in both academics and social responsibilities, going above and beyond the expectations of the OWL's mission statement. Together, we have taken that first giant leap on the pathway to wisdom. As a class, we have taken that initial step, but it is now up to each individual to continue on in his or her journey. The Timberlane community has given us an incredible support system to rely upon since freshman year, and it is now time for us to take what we have learned and pursue our dreams. I have no doubt that after graduation has ended and each student moves on towards a career or college education, we will all continue to be successful. As the largest graduating class, we have had our fair share of ups and downs, but these moments are what brought us closer together. Our senior class has experienced the tragedy of losing a loved classmate and the joy of actually winning the Spirit Week of 2007. These memories, whether pleasant or difficult, have unified us. We have evolved from a group of awkward, unsure ninth graders to a confident and loving family of over 400. Some of these family members will continue to keep in contact, while others will not see each other until our first class reunion. They say that this will be the last time you will see some of your friends. Do not let this happen. Make an effort. No matter the distance or amount of communication between us after graduation, we will always be a family. The memories and accomplishments made here while building the foundation for our future will last forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2008, the future leaders of our world. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to hold your balloons. We have a little ways to go. Thank you. What a great senior class we have in front of us. Our seniors from all 4 towns have excelled in both academic and co-curricular spheres. This class has not been one to sit on the sidelines, but has shown a remarkable and consistently high degree of participation in all of our programs, all of our academic honor societies, and other student organizations. Those activities have benefited from their commitment, and the school has benefited from their leadership. The class of '08 boasts a National Merit Commended Scholar, Nate Taylor, and 2 National Merit Scholars, Sarah Cannon and Emily DeBond. Sarah received a National Merit Scholarship. In fact, the total value of the scholarships awarded to this class exceeds $2.7 million. 84% of this graduating class is on their way to either further education at a 2- or 4-year school, vocational training, prep school, or the military. The advisors and staff of the Modulus, the 2008 yearbook, produced a volume of exceptional quality. Our student council ran an amazing 32 events for the school and the school district. They demonstrated outstanding leadership at a state level. Our executive committee represented this region at the LEAD conference in Chicago. The senior executive committee raised records amount of money, funding class events, and and also contributing generously to the high school. Our honor societies provided countless hours of tutoring to struggling students. Peer outreach presented the Take It Back program to our community this year, raising public awareness of the issues related to youth and alcohol, and demonstrating their commitment to take a stand for healthy choices. Congratulations to the student leaders, and a big thank you to their advisors. Our music program continues to lead the state in representation on all state ensembles. 126 represented us in that fashion this year. The spring concert series was simply amazing, with a solid core of seniors leading the way. This year, the Timberlane Players staged a record number of performances, including Rumors, Inherit the Wind, student-written one-act plays, and a breathtaking production of My Fair Lady. The seniors on our wrestling team took part in a program that has won the state championship each of the last 4 years, and the New England Championship in 3 of the past 4 years. In fact, 85% of our teams advanced to the playoffs this year. The field hockey, ski team were both state runner-ups, and the ice hockey team made it to the Final Four. Our softball team, led by 6 great seniors, will be competing for the state title tomorrow in Concord. Good luck, ladies. This class demonstrated that participation in school life indeed pays off. 15 of the 53 seniors earning a 4.0 or better took part in the music program, and 28 of them played on 1 or more of our athletic teams. An additional 70 student athletes in this class earned academic honors. We have had 6 seniors named academic All-Americans, and 15 All-State athletes have already been named this year, and that's without the spring sports included. I have no doubt that we will earn more honors from that crew. Our math team placed 2nd in the state of New Hampshire. Our Model UN team was named the best delegation at the New England Regionals in Boston and competed in the national championships in New York City. And lest anyone forget, the senior class met the challenge of a determined junior class and triumphed during Spirit Week. Indeed, you have been a class to remember, and the Timberlane community salutes you. I also want to thank our terrific staff for their work with this graduating class. When we list the accomplishments of the class of 2008, it also is time to acknowledge those who have daily encouraged these students to do their best. When the yearbook staff recognized Mr. Eric Constantino, the cat in the Cubs cap, it is also time that they spoke of passion, of charisma, and inspiration. Indeed, he was a highly talented and influential man in their lives. When the yearbook staff recognized Mr. Lou Broad, he was named New Hampshire's Presidential Science Teacher of the Year this year, and he was honored in Washington, D.C. for his creative teaching. Mr. Broad, along with Mr. Edmiston, Mr. Cerniglia, and Mr. Rugoletti, also traveled to Houston, where for NASA they performed science experiments in microgravity, which they shared with the rest of us back in New Hampshire through videotaping. Our evening division was recognized by the State Department of Education as one of 16 exemplary public school programs in New Hampshire. 87 members of this year's class have taken at least one course in evening division. Blind Squirrel Productions, a team of faculty and student filmmakers, crafted remarkable documentary films. One student-produced film, Hometown Heroes, was awarded a gold medal at the Ken Burns War Stories competition. And just yesterday, we learned that one of these, a film on last fall's Lumberjack Festival in Berlin, received the National Award of Merit from the American Association for State and Local History. These are only a small sample of the hard work, dedication, imagination, and love of learning that our faculty and staff have shared with this class for the past 4 years. I ask you in joining me in saluting the high school staff. At this time, it is my pleasure to call to the stage our class essayist, Kelly DeHarness, to deliver her commencement address. Kelly?
Tonight, a huge question is posed. Are we recognizing the end of a journey, or are we preparing for the future? Certainly, we are celebrating an end, because it would be absolutely wrong for all of you to show up tonight only to ignore the fact that this extraordinary group of students sitting before me has gone through a significant journey over the past 4 years. While there is still a great deal ahead of us, it is important to recognize all that has built up to this one moment. So, I find it necessary to thank a wonderful institution who has supported us for so many years. All of those who have been there for us through the good and the bad, who have fulfilled their duties even on non-school days and weekends. Yes, I am talking about the fine men and women at Dunkin' Donuts. Let us not forget all of those priceless lessons we have learned over the past 4 years during our early morning donut splurge or our daily coffee pick-me-ups. Because we all know that life really is like a box of munchkins. First, we have learned the art of decision-making. Every morning, you walk into your favorite coffee shop, only to be hit in the face with so many choices. Iced coffee or regular, Boston cream or jelly-filled. And for you health fanatics, 1 sugar or 2 Splendas. Yes, Dunkin' Donuts is harsh in its nature of making us choose every time. And this process is 10 times more daunting when sitting in your car trying to yell into that muffled speaker in the drive-thru while $4 per gallon gas wastes out of your car and every car behind you. Finally, after choosing hot chocolate, they have the temerity to ask, "With whipped cream?" Yes, this is another one of those lessons. And so in this manner, our great friends at Dunkin' Donuts have taught us to make great decisions for the rest of our lives. In the future, we'll be out searching for jobs, for cars, and for houses. And this great skill you've acquired will reward you greatly in the future, because each and every one of you have been through this process countless times before. Even the most intimidating choices we will face in the future boil down to the small details like sugars and Splendas. We are certainly ready for life's choices. Next, we have learned to master the art of confrontation. After your morning visit, you walk into school holding your iced coffee with pride, when suddenly you see Mr. Leary and his bright, smiling face walking straight towards you. "What are you doing with that?" he asks in his friendly but sarcastic tone, while you hide it in your bag. And you know that while there may be a rule against such items, Mr. Leary just really wants a sip of that wonderful coffee. So then you realize, wait, this is yet another one of those precious lessons. And so while you'd love to share with Mr. Leary, you remember the considerable effort you have just spent trying to decide on what to order. And then you remember he only drinks Starbucks tea. So you smile and walk quickly away. And there, you've acquired the next skill. Through these meetings in the hallway, we have developed a powerful base of evasion techniques. In the future, whether sitting behind a desk or discovering the cure for cancer, our creative problem-solving skills learned in the hallways of Timberlane will reward us greatly. Finally, we have learned to cherish companionship. This, ladies and gentlemen, may be the most important lesson of all, because while you may forget what you learn in history or calculus, you will never forget your friends. And in this breakfast temple called Dunkin' Donuts, there is nothing more precious and true to the before school visit with your friends than the first bite of a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich, a chocolate chip muffin, and a hot coffee. In that artery-hardening, heart-stopping moment, you have realized many times before that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Not because in the next few bites you will be consuming more than 75% of your daily recommended calories. No, because you get to spend this healthy time with your friends. And these are the types of breakfast memories that you will cherish forever. But these breakfast buddies who have been at Dunks with you so many times have been there long after breakfast was over and will be there long after this graduation is done. And so, my fellow classmates, not just in school, but in local businesses, we have been preparing to face the world with confidence, with creativity, and with friendship. As a result, we have developed into an extraordinary class. Of course, we should also thank all of you teachers, family members, and friends, because these Dunkin' Donuts experiences really are just mere applications of what we've learned over the past 4 years. We have used our lessons to become a class of artists, singers, dancers, actors, athletes, and of course, scholars. And so, as the largest class to graduate from Timberlane, I would consider us to be an enormous box of munchkins. They all may look alike, but like them, we represent a countless variety, and we all know that even the whole of a donut can be made into something wonderful. Now, before I present the first ever Class SAS gift to the administration, I'd like to say that while my speech may be whimsical, what I've learned is today is truly a celebration to enjoy. And what better way to celebrate than with a munchkin? And so here's hoping that all of you administrators will always carry a part of the class of 2008 in your hearts as well as your stomachs.
Excuse me. As Kelly serves the administration and school board, I'd like to call our salutatorian to the stage to deliver her commencement speech, Ms. Sarah Cannon. Hold on a second, we'll let Kelly get out. Do you have to?
I have no idea who the 12th President of the United States was. I'm guessing he probably lived during the 1800s, but that's about all I know. But just because I don't remember this one little fact, it doesn't mean I didn't learn anything in history class. The most important lesson that I learned, and that most students learned, is that history repeats itself, and we must learn from our mistakes. For example, World War I caused much devastation, yet less than 30 years later, Europe and America were involved in World War II. We must learn from mistakes and strive as a society to not let those mistakes happen again. For example, many are declaring that Iraq is another Vietnam, and that we must look at what happened in Vietnam and apply it to today's situation in Iraq in order to avoid a repeat of the devastation that occurred in Vietnam. Learning from our past mistakes is an important principle that applies to daily life as well. Making mistakes is okay, no one is perfect. But we must learn from those mistakes and allow those mistakes to make us better individuals. I have heard many students complain that math will have no relevance to them after they graduate. For some, this may be true. The only math they use may be balancing a checkbook. However, in learning math, students learn much more than just the topics themselves. They learn how to approach a problem logically, how to figure out solutions by applying what they know to new situations. Even if a student doesn't remember the rules and theorems about similar triangles, they have learned how to approach a problem logically and about perseverance in trying to find a solution. This logical approach, learned in math class, is useful for solving all kinds of problems, not just math problems. Logic can be used to deduce information from given facts, just like in proofs.
For example, logical thinking is used in such decisions as choosing who to vote for in presidential elections by learning about the candidates and then, given that information, deducing what candidates' views have the most in common with one's own views. Unless a student is going to continue studying science, he or she will probably not ever need to know what the difference between a cell wall and a cell membrane is, how many liters of water a certain reaction will produce, or what Einstein's laws say. However, the most important concept learned in science class is the scientific method. The ability to look at a situation, guess what may happen, and then test that guess is important, not just in science, but in all aspects of life. When confronted with any problem, one must try to figure out what is wrong and then test that prediction to see if it is accurate. This is closely related to the idea of logical thinking. Applying the scientific method to issues in one's own life can help find solutions to those problems, from why the microwave isn't working to why there is so much hunger in the world. Though we may not remember all the little details we have learned in classes here at Timberlane, we have learned how to think. We have learned how to solve problems, which is one of the most important skills an individual can have. Though in school, we often solve small sample problems or simply look at other solutions to problems, it is now time to apply our skills to larger problems as we become adults. Though I may not know who the 12th president was, I know how to go about finding a solution to any problem I am presented with, just as we all now know how to find solutions.
At this time, I call on our gifted and charming class valedictorian, Emily DeBon, to deliver the valedictory address. Emily?
Throughout the course of history, the youth of the world have been led through a series of rituals, trials, and examinations comprising what is known as a rite of passage. While its specifics vary from culture to culture, the rite of passage always serves to prepare a young person for adulthood and to gauge his or her readiness to enter the world at large. For young boys hoping to become monks in parts of Burma and Thailand, this rite of passage involves a ceremony in which the children are required to ride around on relatives' shoulders for 3 days straight. In ancient Greece, young adults were physically and intellectually evaluated in a series of grueling exams prior to becoming citizens of Athens. In Australia, a process called scarification, literal burning, cutting, and whipping of the body, was used by the Aborigines to test an adolescent's physical and emotional strength. And in Asia, teenagers becoming samurai warriors were once presented with their first adult clothes in a ceremony representing transition from childhood to adulthood. As the youth of modern America in Timberlane's class of 2008, we've embarked on a more familiar but equally significant rite of passage: high school. A look back at the past 9 months, senior year, provides a glance at the most trying and most rewarding portions of this rite. Our first test was of school pride, when October saw Timberlane burst into the annual chaos of color we fondly call Spirit Week. Like the Burmese monks, we figuratively carried one another on our shoulders for not 3, but 4 days of festivity by encouraging each other to trade collectedness for kookiness in the name of school spirit. Whether you were a boy who dressed as Princess Jasmine on costume day, were a girl who played powder puff football, or were someone who actually knew how to set up a tent, it quickly became clear that our class cared about maintaining some of TRHS's finest traditions. Our support of one another during all aspects of the week-long competition brought our school pride to new heights. Our victory during Spirit Week marked successful completion of the first portion of our rite of passage. The next test was one of academic prowess, as mid-January marked the end of first semester and our final set of midterm exams. As was true for the intensely evaluated youth of ancient Athens, the challenging midterms we faced were just a mere sample of our scholarly merits. Our presence here today proves not only our success in January's exams, but our hard work throughout the past 4 years. The young Athenians lived in a society brimming with great thinkers who shaped the way the Grecians lived. In the same vein, we must consider how privileged we have been to be surrounded by our own great thinkers and mentors, Timberlane's faculty, staff, our families, and our friends. They are the people who helped us attain the level of academic accomplishment warranting today's diploma. It was only with their help that we were able to pass the academic portion of our rite of passage. Spring marked tests of our extracurricular skills and talents. While we never faced physical scarification the way the Aboriginal youth did, many of us can attest to the fact that honing a particular skill and leading others to do the same can sometimes feel as brutal as being burned, cut, or whipped. But as mythologist Joseph Campbell once noted, from suffering comes bliss. The success of this year's softball team, the accomplishments of Timberlane's Model UN, and the seamless performances of the spring musical, My Fair Lady, are only a few examples of how Timberlane's organizations have flourished this year, in part due to the hard work of the class of 2008. While a difficult practice, stressful rehearsal, or lost competition initially seemed to have scarred us, they actually branded us with the permanent qualities of adaptability, focus, and determination. By learning perseverance, we have passed the third section of our rite. Our final test was on one of maturity and poise as we participated in year-end senior activities. While none of us that I'm aware of are samurai warriors, most of us had the opportunity to dress in adult formal wear for the first time at last month's prom. As was true for the warriors, this alteration in physical appearance symbolized our transition into society as adults. Our sharp attire was complemented by classy behavior, leading members of the Timberlane faculty to comment that our senior prom was one of the smoothest in recent history. In our actions and our appearances, we have truly become young adults. It is here that we see our rite of passage rounded out and completed. Graduation Day becomes, therefore, not a rite of passage in itself, but a ceremony celebrating the trials we have overcome to complete our education and enter the adult world. A fitting synonym for graduation is commencement, because today's proceedings are beginning to the most significant part of our rite of passage, what comes after. And while our rite of passage may seem less extreme, and certainly less violent than those faced by our peers from other nations and time periods, we can rest assured that we too have completed a challenging yet fruitful chapter of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2008, this is just the beginning.
It is my pleasure to call on Assistant Principal and Evening Division Director, Mr. Dwight Wilder, to introduce the presentation of our academic awards. Mr. Wilder.
And it is my pleasure to ask our class essayist, Kelly DeHarness, our salutatorian, Sarah Cannon, and our valedictorian, Emily DeBon, to join Mr. Leary in front of the platform as we extend special recognition to the academic leaders of the class of 2008. Please join me in a round of applause for Kelly, Sarah, and Emily. Since last July, this school district has had a new leader. Over the past 11 months, he has put his mark not just on the high school, but on also the other schools of our district. Please welcome the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Richard LaSalle.
Good evening. When I went home and told my wife that I had been asked to speak this evening, she suggested that I should write a speech of about 10 to 15 minutes. When Mr. Woodworth asked me to speak, he suggested that if I kept it under 1 minute, you'd give me a huge round of applause. That's why he's the principal. A beautiful evening, a wonderful event with special people. In the words of my favorite entertainer, what a wonderful world. It's at times like this that I'm reminded that I have the greatest job in the world. The greatest job in the world because after parents, students, teachers, and administrators spend years of agony and toil doing incredible work, I get to stand up here and brag about it. From all accounts, this class has a lot to brag about. Congratulations. What a wonderful world, especially with Munchkins. 7 years ago, you came together from different towns, taking very different paths. Some of you taking smooth paths, some of you more rocky paths. Some choosing paths through academics, some music, some drama, some community service, some athletics, and amazingly, some of you seeming to travel through all of the above. And yes, some of you occasionally wandering off from that path. Different paths that have led you to the same place. You have worked so hard to distinguish yourself, and so many of you have truly distinguished yourselves. But today, we set aside those differences, symbolizing by the wearing of identical caps and gowns. Today, you are one. Today, we set aside the fundamental educational question, that sesame question. Which one is not like the others? You are all alike. Proud graduates of the Timberlane Regional School District and Timberlane Regional High School, the class of 2008. Now you will enjoy a brief period of celebration and rest before you enter the next phase of your life to distinguish yourself once again as a good soldier, as a good employee, as a good student. I wish to take this opportunity to leave you with one final challenge. Do not settle for good. Do not settle for good. One of the things that we have shared in Timberlane is a book by Jim Collins entitled Good to Great. The first sentence of the book reads, "Good is the enemy of great." I'll repeat that. Good is the enemy of great. The author explains, few people attain great lives in part because it is just so easy to settle for a good life. Soldier, become a general. Employee, become an entrepreneur. Student, become a scholar. Choose to be great. Congratulations.
We'll excuse you running off a little bit over a minute, but thank you very much. That was terrific. I meant that. At this point, I'd like to introduce to you Chairman of the school board, an ex-student of mine, a high school athlete, a person who has excelled in our community, Lieutenant Bill Baldwin. Please come up.
I bet I can beat that last speech there, time-wise. Principal Woodworth, my fellow school board colleagues, teachers and staff, parents, friends in the Timberlane Regional High School graduating class of 2008, it is an honor to speak to all of you today. You know, Thomas Jefferson once said, "I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work and the more I have of it, what though is luck?" The Webster Dictionary suggests that luck is the events or circumstances that operate for or against an individual. In truth, luck has nothing to do with the events or something operating for or against you. Luck is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of being open to new experiences, perseverance, and hard work and positive thinking. Some of you here today, including your parents, are wondering how your lives are going to turn out. It is okay to wonder, but I also think it's important to realize that your future is not just something that happens to you. It is up to you to create it. As Winston Churchill once said, success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It is courage that counts. As Robert F. Kennedy once said, few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events, and in total of all those acts will be written the history of this generation. So the Timberland Regional High School class of 2008, I urge you today to embrace the opportunity before you. Take what you have learned the last 12 years and put it to good use. Leave behind what isn't helpful and bring forward with you the lessons that will be the working parts of your greatest invention ever, your life. Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Bill. Now for the main event. As the principal of the Timberlane Regional High School, it is my privilege and honor to present the class of 2008 to the Timberlane Regional School Board and the Superintendent of Schools. I certify that each member of the class receiving a diploma today has completed the requirements established by the state of New Hampshire and the Timberlane Regional High Schools School Board. We will now confer the diplomas. This time I call on Assistant Principals Mr. Sean Kiley, Maria Donola, Guidance Director Barry Children, and Associate Principal Mr. John Leary to introduce the graduating class of 2008. Class advisors, please have your class stand in the first row and come up. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Class of 2008. Emily Lucretia DeBon. Sarah M. Cannon. Kelly Elizabeth DeHarness. Brendan Martin Keene. Erin Nicole Hunkel. Stephanie Lynn Glazier. Brianna Lynn Bickford. Jacqueline Marie Amanti. Joshua Matthew Briggs. Lindsay Marie DeHarness. Morgan Whitney DeShaw. Andrew John Fortini. Amy Elizabeth Green. Eric Daniel Hebert. Adam I. Johnson. Sheldon Michael McKinley. Kelly Lynn McMahon. Drew Joseph Smith. William Edward Stewart III. Christopher Michael Takesian. Maximilian Strata. Brianne Michelle Tamura. Emily Megan Weston. Kyle Raymond Cornell. Danielle Lee Dalton. Kate Elizabeth Banyas. Gina Marie Diorio. John Ross Donahue. Alex Evan Dosty. Christine Catherine Harb. Shannon Marie O'Brien. Eric Christopher Smith. Elizabeth Marie Saracen. Sarah M. Trahan. Michael Christopher Castano. Cyrus Ali Massey Tarani. Catherine Lindsay Rydell Anderberg. Jonathan Charles Balanoff. Stephen Anthony Barna. Stephanie Lee Barrett. Michael Anthony Bolio Jr. Kayla Marissa Blinn. Rebecca Lane Bogosh. Amanda Louise Boomhauer. Frank Anthony Bruzesi. Brittany Nicole John Deere. Lauren Marie Carey. Sabrina April Cirasolo. Kyle Christopher Charmansky. Kayla Marie Collins. Matthew William Cronin. Lauren Madeline Davies. Derek Raymond Demers. Erica Stephanie Dow. Siobhan Morgan Evans. Now to present the next diploma is District Employee Joyce Ferreira. John Francis Ferreira, Jr. Kelsey Nicole Fitta. Ryan Elizabeth Foley. Cody Evan Gardner.
There it is.
Jacqueline Rose Gaudette. Lauren Elizabeth Genoa. Brett Ivan Grotenheis. Haley Gustafson. Christopher Daniel Guzman. Ashley Shannon Haas. Kelly Ann Haskell. Rebecca Ann Hazard. Michael Carl Hatton. Brianna Ray Healy. Charles David Hernandez. Amanda Lee James. Jennifer Cecile Jusko. Celeste Marie LaBelle. Brendan David LaFleur. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Dave Leith. Jonathan Leith. Timothy Wayne Lira. Caitlin Rose Major. The following diploma will now be presented by District Employee and School Board Member Michael Mascola. Andrew Robert Mascola. Maureen Elizabeth McCardle. Matthew Michael McLaughlin. Jessie Marie Malone. Elizabeth K. Morin. Anthony Michael Muir. David John Neary. John David Neary. Yikes. Kristen Ashley Norton. Ryan Stephen O'Meara. Zachary Michael Onett. Lauren Brooke Paley. Meredith Julianne Parody. Chelsea Elizabeth Peters. David Anthony Polito. Migdalise Quijada. Matthew Alphonse Romakaitis. Jenna Lynn Richards. Melissa Christine Robichaux. Shannon Elizabeth Rose. Samantha Jo Saltalamacchia. Chelsea M. Sickle. Julie Victoria Sickle. Tiffany Ann Silva. Kathleen Lynn St. Ange. James Brian Stewart, Jr. Michelle May Stockman. Nathaniel Hodgson Taylor. Jessica Thompson. Alexia Anna Valhuli. Michael Peter Vanzerpolo. Samantha Margaret Wheeler. Jessica June Yu. Zachary John Zavilianos. Brandon Joseph Allen.
Kaylee Jane Alper. Brandon Archambault. Matthew David Aspinwall. Congratulations, honey. Jennifer Rose Asenza. Jessica Marie Atkinson. Nicholas Austin. Jillian Marie Azarian. Julia Mary Bailey. Ashley Rose Banyas. Lauren Amanda Barry. Marissa Elizabeth Batty. Christopher. Casey Christopher Beadle. Jillian Elise Benzavanga. Michelle Erin Bertoncini. Alyssa Faith Buchler. Anthony Joseph Bevilacqua. Dean William Bidgood. Christina Elena Blake. Michael Allen Blaney. William T. Blaney. Kirsten Blosh. Jillian Claire Bolduck. Robert W. Bolin III. Christopher M. Bouchard. Michelle Bullpit. Megan Elizabeth Butler. Danielle Caralia. Lyle T. Carey. Michael P. Carr. Kevin Mark Cavallo. Elizabeth Victoria Carver. Chelsea Lynn Casey. Michaela Jane Cawthron. Nikita Natasha Kiyabyab. Jonathan Louis Centeno. Ronald William Chambers. Lauren Catherine Coolidge. Maxwell G. Corey. Amanda Lee Cody. Jennifer Ray Corsi. Sarah L. Courtney. Marcy A. Crossan. Kristen D. Krotz. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Lauren Crowley. Alicia Marie Crowley. Steph Dalton. Joseph P. Damore. Michael S. David. Michael A. DeFelice. Jennifer DeRico. Lauren N. DiCarlo. Carissa Marie DiGregorio. Kyle Valmore DiMeglio. James Edward Dion. Jeffrey Philip DeSalvo. Christina Marie Donahue. Michael Raymond Donovan. Brandon Douglas. Cole Lewis Dresser. Natasha Doobie. Courtney R. Duke. Megan Susan Falkenham. Raymond Ferragamo. Francesca Rose Ferrara. Jesslyn M. Ferreira. Miles L. Fewer. Samantha Barbara Finn. Cassandra Marie Flanagan. Corey Lynn Foden. Erin Kathleen Foley. Robert Forty. Leslie Ann Foster. Nicholas Ryan Fowler. Timothy James Fowler. Monica C. Fuller. Ashley Marie Funai. Michael J. Fury. Heather Alana Gadi. Gaddy. Vincent Joseph Gagliardi. Zachary Gallagher. Mason C. Gallinger.
Daniel Christopher Gannon II.
Gotta make sure all things come to those. No big deal. All things come to those. Let me have his card. Try it again. I'll call him again.
Daniel Christopher Gannon II. Kevin A. Garrett, Jr. Danielle Gauthier. Nicole Colby Giolongo. Nicholas Gilman. Aaron Claire Giragosian. Joseph A. Gordon. Kaylee Dawn Grams. Following diploma will be presented by District Employee Nancy Green. Nathan Green. Caitlin Althea Gregory. Matthew C. Griswold. Brandon Michael Garino. Kendra Elizabeth Guerin. Michael Stephen Hackney. Samantha Lee Hadley. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Tony Ann Hamilton. Patrick Brian Hamilton. William Peter Hamilton. Ryan Jean Hanley. Anne Marie Hansberry. Eli Hardiker. Leah Elizabeth Harrington. James Reed Haslam. Christine Ann Hazard. Lisa Marie Havlin. Amanda Haywood. Jamie Kate Hemingway. Amy Hendershot. Brittany Elizabeth Hewitt. Caitlin D. Hill. Christopher Michael Hinton. Chelsea Lee Holt. Jared Daniel Hooper. Allison Lindsay Houghton. Derek John Hume. Katie L. Hutchinson. Jennifer Marie Igo. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Sue Ingham. Daniel James Ingham. Christina Catherine Ireson. Anne Elizabeth Isherwood. Ashley Lynn Yulee. Caitlin Ann Jandrin. Kurt T. Jeffries. Danielle Catherine Gilson. Matthew Scott Johnson. Samantha Lee Joyce. Ashley Michelle Judkins. Danielle Alicia Judkins. Brittany Jane Kaminsky. Spencer Samuel Kaplan. Sarah Irene Keller. Paige Nicole Kelly. Melanie Ann Kern. Daniel Richard Kidder. Adria Dawn Kimball. Kayla Kimball. Kristen Lee Nealand. Jessica Lynn LaForge. Chantal M. Lapierre. Jake William Larkin. Devin Nicole LaRoche. Jason William Latham. No problem. Caitlin Susan LaValle. Amber Angelia Lawrence. Ryan M. Leahy. Stephen James Leahy. Christopher LaFavor. Benjamin G. Lemery. Courtney Ann Linz. Kristen Nicole Losey. Nicole Suzanne Lucier. Matthew David Lewis. Paula Jean McDougall. Amber Joy McLeod. Carol Ann Mahoney. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee John Manila. Colin Charles Manila. Matthew Douglas Malcolm. Camden Charles Marble. Danielle Ann Marceau. Trevor Michael Marciano.
Nicholas John Margarisi. Cynthia Marie Marquis. Melissa Ann Marquis. William Patrick Matatall. Drew Christian Mather. Jennifer Lee Mattinson. Sky Maddox. Timothy Mark May. Rachel Ann McDonough. Kelly McGrail. Samantha Alicia McGrath. Tara Marie McLaughlin. Erica McManus. Robert McNee. Andrew Michael Meyer. Stephen Melanson. Catherine Ann Meyer. Tina Marie Menard. Roberto E. Miro. Ashley Marie Monfort. Dale James Munoz. Kylie Beth Mucho. Michael Anthony Nett. Erica Lynn Newcomb. Emily Sarah Newman. Zachary Cameron Nickel. Aaron Richard Noel. Jason John Noonan. Michael Aaron Nye. Abigail E. O'Leary. Tana Ray O'Rourke. Stephen Thomas Palla. Jared Khalil Polino. April Marie Parker. Michael Sean Patterson. Molly Ann Peak. Stephen E. Perino. James Peters IV. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Sue Peters. Jaron Robert Peters. Kristen Marie Peters. Samantha Chelsea Pevna. Kelsey Picard. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Debbie Pierce. Melanie Jane Pierce. Stephanie Rose Plusinski. Sarah Poist. Brian Poulin. Sean Patrick Quigley. Eric Reganisi. Alexander Rainey. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Melissa Redman. Julia Hamilton Redman. David Eugene Richardson. Brianne Allison Rivard. Nicholas Alfred Rivette. Chris A. Robinson. K.T. Robinson. Andrew Carter Ryan. Ashley Eve Skeena. Kayla Schiavone. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Darlene Schmidt. Caroline Mary Schmidt. Megan Shuto. I don't know your middle name. Matthew Stephen Shea. Corey Elizabeth Sheehan. Michael Robert Short. Kayla Elizabeth Shortleff. Alexander Schwartz. Matthew James Silva. Alexa J. Simmons. Joshua James Scarry. Jared S. Smith. Jeffrey Brian Smith. Thomas Bernard Spellman. Kristen Lee Spofford. Kathleen Mary Stade. Good. Casey Stanowitz. Felicia Irene Stein.
How you doing, buddy?
Devin Stratos. Alexandra Noel Swaka. Matthew John Tardif. Ashley Lynn Thompson. Haley Catherine Thompson. Sarah Bethany Thornton. Brian Robert Toohey. Nicholas A. Torrisi. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Deb Taylor. Zachary Albert Taylor. Lisa Marie Tower. Jonathan Paul Travers. Ariel Marie Unger. Julia Elizabeth Vadaboncourt. Daniel Lawrence Valancourt. Matthew Alexander Vakunis. Ryan Matthew Valenti. Stephen R. Vautour. The following diploma will be presented by District Employee Tom Black. Andrew Thomas Black. Joseph Herbert Ward. Zachary Eric Warren. Dustin Whalen. Derek White. Jonathan Robert Williams. Shane Lee Williams. Ashley L. Zaremba.
I call upon Mr. Brendan Keene, the Senior Executive Committee President, to read the benediction.
How's everybody doing? Class of 2008. It's so amazing how abruptly these 4 years have passed and how brief our time at TRHS has really been. As I stand before you, your classmate, teammate, and friend, I can't help but reflect upon how each of us shares one great thing in common, our potential. Though the people surrounding you at this moment are so different from you and so unique in their own way, it's outstanding how similar each of us are with regard to what we can be and what we can all achieve. Olympic athlete and champion Wilma Rudolph once said, "Never underestimate the power of dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We're all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us." My fellow classmates, never let anything get in the way of your potential in living out your dreams. Focus on where you want to go and what you want to do, and not on what you think your limitations are. There's no doubt in the minds of everyone seated in those stands that each and every one of us can be anything we want to be. Our parents, teachers, and mentors have been telling us that from the time each of us could walk. Class of 2008, go and be what you want to be. Exceed your potential for greatness. You all have the ability to do so. Live your life without regret, and know that each day you have the ability to make it one step further toward fulfilling each and every one of your dreams by living your life to the fullest. Thank you.
In keeping with tradition, class of 2008, please move your tassels from the right to the left. At this time, I ask the faculty to line up for the exit of the graduates. Oh, yes. I request that no one step in the path of the graduates as they exit the field and the track. Class advisors, Mr. Michael Woodworth and Mr. Jamie Soller. Please dismiss your class. Congratulations once again to the class of 2008.